Y'all see.
All Beats Production.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
If I see my ops, I'm busting the chops. If I see my ops, I'm busting the chops. If I see my ops, I'm busting the chops. If I see my ops, I'm busting the chops. I don't care who you be, it's gonna be rah, rah, rah. I don't care who you be, it's gonna be rah, rah, rah. I don't care who you be, it's gonna be rah, rah, rah. I don't care who you be, it's gonna be rah, rah, rah.
I'm setting up on my ops, I'm grimy, yeah, I like it or not. Don't tell me about knots, the chop scratched or busted a lot. Yeah. Yeah, you know I'm poppin' don't lie. You know I'm hot boy, I'm hot. Put the block back in the block. Yeah, the 40 car busted a lot. Nigga, we walk with the chops. Yeah, we running for cops. Yeah, BFA nigga the block. Yeah, we dropping the ops. We spin the block, robbing the ops. Trying to get this money. But the ops is hate me, and I'm trying to get this money, and I'm gonna live lovely. Suck my dick.
I keep selling my ops, yo. Yeah. Only niggas on the road is y'all. That's what y'all keep talking about it. Come on, yo. Don't show me your rent money. I don't give a fuck about that. You know where I'm at. West. Dancing to the bang. Bang, bang, bang. Hey.
When I look up to the sky, all I see is you and I. All I see is you and I. All I see is you and I. When I look up to the sky, all I see is you and I. All I see is you and I. All I see is you and I.
When I look into your eyes, all I can see is you cry. And I know I'm the reason why. I know I'm the reason why. When I look into your eyes, all I can see is you cry. Don't want to make you cry.
The sky, all I see is you and I. All I see is you and I. All I see is you and I.
When I look into your eyes, all I can see is you cry. And I know I'm the reason why. I know I'm the reason why. When I look into your eyes, all I can see is you cry. Don't want to make you cry. Don't want to make you cry. I've been tossed up in the fire. Yeah, I win against Goliath, but she labels me as a thief and a petty liar. Decorated general and designers my attire. When I look up at the sky, my mumsies say, yo, G, you fire. I've been homeless all my life, but I'm built like that, my G. I'm a monk because Columbus, but I'm built like pedigree. And I I know we G.O.D's before 1493. So baby, you know that this Taino is trying to get this cheese. Baby, fuck with me, and I turn you to a winner. And I got the cheat code, baby, they will never figure. And I'm going beast mode, they catch bodies with no triggers. And I'm changing zip codes, baby, drippy like a river. This is savage life music, this is like a movement. Shorty thinks she popping, yeah, shorty quick to lose me. Funny how you could invest in something should be useless. How could I love you if you avoid me and refuse me? All I see is you and I, but baby, I think that you're terrified. And I think the last guy in your life just made it harder to ride. Now you're trying to rectify the things you see in other guys. And I think that you're trying to do something you never tried. It's a rush, cause typically in life you never trust. It's like trying to run a marathon in some Louis pump. It's like trying to outrun a Ferrari in a city bus. I know I make it tough, but I'm also not giving up. And meeting you wasn't special, I see it was only luck. In my vein, baby, you're not the needle, you're the Haran. And you're not just a baddie, you're still the Hercules on. I'm on Creston with the Ooters, jackets got Medusas. I'm a street nigga, so I'm really with the humor. We too rich to give a fuck if the users use us. We too lit to give a fuck if the losers lose us. I am on a different level, you gon' need a booster. Since a child I was a booster, now I move a little claim. Back in the days, caught a couple felonies for selling cane. Traded it all in for fame, I'm addicted to the game. Now you see how I speak on it, shorty, it don't mean a thing. This is savage life music, this is like a movement. Shorty thinks she popping, yeah, shorty quick to lose me. Funny how you could invest in something that should be useless. How could I love you if you avoid me and refuse me?
From the York. Savage life music. We gon' do this like this.
I'm on the block with the Ooters and bodies. Extended magazine, calling her Maggie. She know I'm a fella, she calling me Zari. I am a pimp, but I don't have a caddy. We on the block and we moving the buggy. She doesn't know if yeah, it must be the Zani. She doesn't know if yeah, it must be the Zani. I'm on the Audi. We up in the lobby. Fuck boy, my boy got the shotty. Air out the party. That man wicked. He looking to catch in my body. She like how I rock the Armani. The link turned me into a zombie. See mask like I'ma do a robbery. Red dot in your head like a Gandhi. I'm trapped with the coke and the Molly. I'm on the block with the goons like an army. We went from grass to getting this money. She went from broke to calling me horny. Tryna cake up. Man tryna buy on some makeup. Bad man got the hater, so stay up with the chop talk. She loving how the perk boss. Working in the bench truck. They hate us cause they ain't us. Love us cause they not us. Gun boss do not trust us. Tryna cake up. Man tryna buy on some makeup. Bad man got the hater, so stay up with the chop talk. She loving how the perk boss. Working in the bench truck. They hate us cause they ain't us. Love us cause they not us. Gun boss do not trust us. Gun boss do not trust us. Boss up, shorty, what's up? Oof. I'm on the block with the thugs and the guns up. Shorty, she packing a dump truck. Two perk, I know that I'm gon' fuck. Laced up like a lace front. Shorty, her body no makeup. Oof. Buy her some drip and you know that she pump up. Body from uptown, she pump drugs. Body from uptown, she dump slugs. Oof. I'm after the bag, so there's never a cuff up. If the perk is bustin', I bust God. If she ugly, the Uber's a dub. If you is a fuck up, then you getting fucked up. Spinning the block like a 12 dollars. Tryna cake up. Man tryna buy him some makeup. Bad man got the hater, so stay up with the chop talk. She loving how the perk boss. Working in the bench truck. They hate us cause they ain't us. Love us cause they not us. Gun boss do not trust us. Tryna cake up. Man tryna buy some makeup. Bad man got the hater, so stay up with the chop talk. She loving how the perk boss. Working in the bench truck. They hate us cause they ain't us. Love us cause they not us. Gun boss do not trust us.
scared it don't work. Flex is the type of program. Flex is just a large grip, so we don't really got.
What it do, chat? What it do? What it do? What it do, chat? It's your boy Chi from the Chi Challenge. Welcome back. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, chat? It's your boy Chi from the Chi Challenge, and we are back with another episode of Reactions, guys. Episode 20. We got some tea for you, chat. We got something for you, chat. You're not gonna like some of this stuff, and you're gonna like some of this stuff, but we're gonna it's crazy shit, chat. So let's get right into it. We got stuff like the main event for today will be this Biggie's son reveals why Faith Evans set Biggie up for Diddy. And not only that, but we do have Zoe Spencer, the one that they're dubbing the psycho streamer. I don't even like that connotation. I don't like that phrasing, but they're dubbing her the psycho streamer. I mean, she's a bit of a wild card, but I don't think that a psycho streamer would be the adequate way to describe her. We got her. We also got videos from, of course, the great BJ Investigates, covering Kim Porter Diddy trial connections that nobody is talking about. And chat, not only that, but we are going to start this off with Virgil the Fashion Fraud, and this one is by Trap Lore Ross. And we want to go ahead and get right into it, chat. Before that, though, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're not following us on Instagram, please feel free to follow us on Instagram. We are doing absolutely great there. We want you to be a part of that community as well. We are on Twitch. We are on TikTok as well. I want to give a big shout outs to my team, the Intune Network team. Shouts to Bush, shouts to It's a Wobbler, and shouts to B Rad. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Dope Treats by Loud Life, and the most potent and best tasting edible treats you're gonna get, chat. And I want to say that their treats, yo, I'm gonna go pass by Loud Life and pick up a couple of the dope treats, and I will promise you for the next live I will be showing you some of them, and I will even eat one on the video. And chat, you know, these videos will be like an hour and so long, so you're definitely gonna see the when it hit, you're gonna see it, chat. So guys, without any further ado, I will bring to you Virgil the Fashion Fraud, edited in by Trap Lore Ross. Guys, if you're not following Trap Lore Ross, go ahead and follow him. He does some very insightful docu-series and those docu essays, video essays. So feel free to go check him out. He's valid. And right now, let's get right into this video, because I want you guys to, I want to know why he had the balls to title this Virgil the Fashion Fraud. And it's only one day old, chat. So we're gonna get right into this. Let's grab your snacks, grab your drink, grab your Kool-Aid, grab your smokes, grab your favorite cuddle toy. And for those who want to eat when they watch something, I hope you got your water. I hope you got your napkin. I hope you got your everything. And I hope you reheated the food, because I'm pretty sure that you're probably running it up. You know what I'm saying? So chat, without further ado,
I also want to bring to you that when this channel is not sponsored by anybody, so feel free to donate to the Cash App right here, Chad. Just donate whatever you can. It's all appreciated. You will be thanked publicly on stream, and I guess you could clip that up and use it in your stream, in your Instagram, social medias, gay. But chat, like I said, here we go. Here we go. And this is like I said, Virgil the fashion fraud.
Supposedly everything. But Virgil Abloh somehow managed to build $1 billion fashion brand by doing the complete opposite. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to high fashion,
Let's go.
When it comes to high fashion, originality is supposedly everything. But Virgil Abloh somehow managed to build $1 billion fashion brand by doing the complete opposite.
The Cheat Challenge reacts, Chad. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to high fashion, originality is supposedly everything. But Virgil Abloh somehow managed to build $1 billion fashion brand by doing the complete opposite. Now, don't get me wrong. He's been a pioneering creative.
Yeah, he's definitely a pioneering creative. I mean, and shouts to Dapper Dan too. Like, what the fuck? Like, these guys are really good at what they do. I mean, it's gonna sound simple, but let's not forget that Leonardo Pablo Picasso was approached in a bar by a lady who asked him to do a drawing real quick and handed him a napkin, and he did a drawing that probably took less than a minute. And then he gave it over to the lady, and the lady said, "How much is it?" And he said his high price tag, and she said, "But that only took you a minute." And he said, and I quote, "But it took me a lifetime of experience to be able to draw in a minute." So bow, here we go. Let's not discount what Virgil Abloh has done for fashion. He's the first Louis Vuitton black designer, head of creative. So let's go, Chad.
He was the first black artistic director at Louis Vuitton, the founder of Off-White, and to some, the creative genius that redefined street fashion. But when you take a closer look, the cracks in his rep do start to show. Because beneath the veneer of innovation was a designer who built his empire on borrowed ideas and lazy copy and paste tactics.
Whoa, lazy copy and paste tactics. Like I said, guys, that lady could have told Pablo Picasso, like, "Yo, bro, you only drew that shit within a minute. Like, that's lazy." And then we go back to what about the 40-something years of experience?
But what makes it even more sinister is his greatest heist wasn't even a design at all, but it was stealing the dream of his closest friend and mentor, Kanye West.
Whoa.
So today, we're going to take a look back into the life of Virgil Abloh and find out how he got away with being one of the biggest fashion frauds of the 21st century.
Whoa! That kid is wilding. He's saying some shit. I'm surprised nobody caught on to that bullshit, but that's crazy, Mr. Trapler Ross. That's crazy.
Because once you start peeling back the layers of his career, it becomes painfully obvious that Virgil wasn't really a revolutionary, he was a remixer, and not even a subtle one.
Then a year after that, Bernard Arnault could have picked anybody he wanted to be the head of Louis Vuitton. And who was it? And as I got on that flight, I knew I had to go. Because if I didn't go and give Virgil that hug, who was I then?
You know, no one knows that I had been offered the deal by Bernard Arnault. No one knows that the deal was pulled.
That's what Off-White is different. Like, I love counterfeits. It's the best feedback. It's better than like a great review on Vogue.
Me and Virgil.
Wait, what? He likes Off-White because his favorites are counterfeits? So Virgil's style is to create a designer that looks like a counterfeit? I'm going to let that sit in my mind for a bit before I make a reaction.
Became rivals. This is the person I spent the most...
Great review on Vogue.
Me and Virgil became rivals. This is the person I spent the most time in the...
I didn't know that, Chad. I did not know that. I must have missed this episode of Drink Champ or this particular piece of it.
In my life with my mom, the second most time with Kim, the third most time with Virgil. in my entire life.
Oh man, I gotta use the bathroom. Where's Virgil's grave?
What? Yo, that is so fucking disrespectful. Can't believe GA just said that shit. Look at your man. Look at your man Sneeko's face. He didn't know what to say.
Okay, so
Entire life.
Wow.
man, I gotta use the bathroom. Where's Virgil's grave? Okay, so
You see? They want to laugh because they want to make it look like it's a joke because, of course, it's yay. You're sitting next to royalty kind of, like, in a way. But that's crazy, Chad. Wait.
Okay, so
Wow.
Okay, so
Shout out to today's sponsor, the Masters of.
Okay. Whatever, bro. We're going to skip through this. You guys want the link is in the description. Okay, there we go.
To where this all began. Born in 1980 to Ghanaian immigrant parents, Virgil grew up in Rockford, Illinois, just a couple hours outside of Chicago. And unlike most successful fashion designers, his academic path had nothing to do with textiles or design. He got a bachelor's in civil engineering from the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Yeah, that's not weird. Academics has a degree in biomathematics, and he's a streamer
Back in 2000.
who acts gangster.
2002, followed by a master's in architecture from the Illinois Institute of Technology. But while studying architecture, Virgil stumbled upon the work of a guy called Rem Koolhaas, an architect who had designed flagship stores for Prada. This seemingly random connection would spark something in Virgil. If this architect could cross over to the world of fashion, why couldn't he? During this time, Virgil was also part of Chicago's creative scene, running with artists, musicians, and designers while dabbling in DJing under the name Flat White. That's exactly how he would cross paths with Kanye West, who at this point was already establishing himself as a rising star in the music scene. Now, this
So Virgil Abloh is a DJ. Was a DJ. Rest in peace. That's wild, chat. I didn't even see that coming. Yo. So that's probably what really burned Ye. That the DJ, he ain't even a rapper. He was a DJ. And he got the position at fucking Louis Vuitton.
This link-up made a lot of sense. For one, Virgil and Ye were two ambitious Chicago kids with massive chips on their shoulders and a shared obsession with high fashion, the brands that would later obsess over them. The story goes that back in 2002, Virgil skipped his final architecture critique, likely the most important presentation of his entire degree, to meet with John Monopoly, Kanye's manager at the time. And what happened next was a bromance so tight that the pair would become practically inseparable. When Kanye went on his first self-imposed exile to Japan after the infamous Taylor Swift incident back in 2009, Virgil was by his side. And when Kanye decided that he needed to learn the fashion industry from the ground up and somehow managed to land an internship at Fendi, he made sure that Virgil got a spot too. And this wasn't the kind of internship that you would expect an already hugely successful rapper to do, something more akin to a viral marketing campaign. No, Ye and Virgil were actual interns who were reportedly paid just $500 a month. Now,
Wow. But then again, this is like a motherfucking famous rapper. Why the fuck wouldn't he take an internship? Shit, that motherfucker rich as fuck. Is a motherfucker without no money that can't take an internship. How the fuck you gonna pay the bills? That's fucking crazy the way he made it sound.
to be fair, having done internships myself, usually you don't even get paid. But anyway, when their Fendi internship ended, Kanye would appoint Virgil.
You don't get paid in internships. That's why they called internships. If not, they would have been called low entry level positions at whatever the fuck you're applying for. But facts are that your motherfuckers was getting paid $500. So they were still getting paid. But on top of that, they rich motherfuckers.
As creative director of Donda, his creative agency named. Now, to be fair, having done internships myself, usually you don't even get paid. But anyway, when their Fendi internship ended, Kanye would appoint Virgil as creative director of Donda, his creative agency named after his late mother. And from there, Virgil would begin overseeing Kanye's merchandise, album art, and stage design, practically becoming the visual architect behind some of Ye's most iconic moments. He would serve as the art director for Kanye and Jay-Z's Watch the Throne album, earning a Grammy nomination.
Wait. What did he say? Who did the album?
practically becoming the visual architect behind some of Ye's album art and stage design, practically becoming the visual director of Donda, his creative agency named after his late mother. And from there, Virgil would begin overseeing Kanye's merchandise, album art, and stage design, practically becoming the visual architect behind some of Ye's most iconic moments. He would serve as
Virgil designed that album, chat. The Watch the Throne shit, that dope shit, that Virgil designed that. So it's gonna be a little tough to digest when Trap Lord Ross proves his point.
The art director for Kanye.
That is a dope album, let me tell you. It might have been simple to do, but it looks dope, let me tell you.
Jay-Z's Watch the Throne album, earning a Grammy nomination. Designing album covers for 808s and Heartbreak.
Wow, so he was the guy behind Kanye's albums,
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus, as well as working on stage designs for Kanye's tours. And he was even one of Ye's groomsmen when he married Kim Kardashian.
Wow.
But while Kanye was collaborating with top fashion brands like Louis Vuitton,
I didn't know they were besties,
and trying to work his way to becoming their creative director, Virgil was quietly absorbing everything. He was watching how the luxury fashion machine operated, studying its hierarchies, its rules, and most importantly, where those rules could be bent or broken, as well as keeping a very keen eye on Kanye West and his ambitions. But before he could infiltrate the highest circles of European luxury, he would first need to build his own brand. And even that, he would start by screen printing on other people's clothes. Virgil's road to becoming one of the most famous clothing designers in the world started with...
That's what I need to do next, the screen print. I got the whole kit in my living room. I never even used it.
Several short-lived projects that played an important role in developing his style. In 2012, while still working with Kanye, Virgil would launch a clothing brand called Pyrex Vision. The concept was simple, if not slightly audacious. Buy dead stock Ralph Lauren flannel shirts for $40, screen print the word Pyrex and the number 23 on them, and resell them for an insane $550. He was literally buying someone else's designs and marking them up over 1,000% after adding minimal graphics. Of course, this shortcut...
That's called brilliance.
Larden business model raised eyebrows, but it also revealed something fundamental about Virgil's approach to design. He wasn't necessarily interested in creating something from scratch or working hard, but he was treating fashion like a DJ treats music, sampling, remix, and recontextualizing existing elements without really adding too much of his own creativity.
I agree with him. I didn't even know that's what he was doing, but that's what I've been doing. That's why I got the North Face TMC clothing. I got the Nike Tech Cyclops and Space. I got the Supreme tees. I even did it to Supreme, who does it to other people. Like, just straight up, yo. I got the merch, chat. I'll be putting the merch out soon.
Whilst also realizing that the success of clothing brands had actually very little to do with the clothes themselves and everything to do with the brand that was built around the clothing. Pyrex Vision would eventually shutter within a year, almost as quickly as it appeared, but Virgil would always have more than one project going at the same time, and at this point, he had become the part of a DJ and art collective known as Bean Trill, made up of members like Heron Preston, Florencia Galaza, Justin Saunders, Matthew Williams, and Virgil himself, and a mysterious member named simply YWP, which was rumored to have been none other than Kanye West himself, or Yeezy World Peace, an honorary member of the collective.
Shit for y'all to go to work to, ride to, listen to when y'all working out, when y'all, whatever y'all doing to provide a soundtrack for this shit that's gonna come out. We're gonna keep on doing this shit over and over and over, making shit from our core, from our cut, and then with the creative director, Matt Williams and Virgil Abloh and the whole team, Don C, Ivan, all the Big Trill family, RSVP.
While Bean Trill would firstly focus mainly on music, they would soon begin also making clothing, and would quickly rise to become one of the most coveted streetwear brands around 2013, becoming known for their simple but bold graphics and internet-inspired aesthetics like the use of hashtags, and more than anything, their connections with many of the most popular artists at the time who would use and promote the brand, like Drake, Justin Bieber, and Chief Keef, who would famously even get his very own Free Keef t-shirt from the brand during his short stint in jail in 2013. which was even rocked by numerous fellow artists like Travis Scott, Soulja Boy, A$AP Ferg, and even Rihanna. And the Bean Trill Collective would even direct Keith's 2013 music video for the song All Time, which was filmed almost entirely in front of a green screen and then filled with bold and psychedelic graphics, in many ways pioneering the style that's now a staple in underground rap music videos. But in the end, just like Pyrex Vision, Bean Trill's time as one of the most hyped about streetwear brands was relatively short.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Chad. I'm like super mind blown by all this shit. I really didn't know shit about Virgil.
And the beginning of the end would start already in mid-2013, as the owners would seemingly decide to cash out, ditching the brand's former image as rare and expensive by striking a deal with PacSun, one of the largest retail chains in America focused on youth apparel, whilst the last nails in the coffin were surely collabs like these with Coca-Cola and Budweiser that follow. But once again at this point, Virgil had already left the ship to start another project, and this time he would take it further than anybody could have ever possibly imagined. This project, of course, being the brand Off-White. Launched in 2013, Off-White would take Virgil's sampling philosophy to new heights, or new lows depending on your perspective. And it would start with the very logo and visual identity of the brand itself. On the left here is the signage from Glasgow Airport, designed in the late 1960s, featuring diagonal stripes and an arrow motif. And on the right is Virgil's Off-White signature branding. Now, the similarities are, to put it mildly, striking. But even beyond this, fashion sleuths have pinpointed other elements of Off-White's visual identity that appear to be lifted from existing sources, right from the typefaces down to the graphic layouts. When asked about his copy and paste antics, Virgil would frequently defend his approach by comparing it to Duchamp's ready-mades and Andy Warhol's pop art. However, there's arguably a significant difference between Warhol openly transforming Campbell's soup cans into an obvious artistic commentary, and Virgil allegedly repackaging existing designs and quietly selling them as original creations. But whatever the case, with Off-White gaining momentum, Virgil was no longer Kanye's behind-the-scenes collaborator, he was now a competitor, and he was positioning himself for the biggest opportunity of his career, one that would cement his place in the fashion industry while simultaneously fracturing his decade-long friendship with the man who gave him his start. In 2018, Virgil was appointed men's artistic director at Louis Vuitton, making him the first black designer to hold such a position at the French luxury house. For anyone who'd been following the trajectories of both Virgil and Kanye, this announcement landed like a bomb, because this wasn't just any job, this was the job that Kanye had desperately been chasing for years. He was, after all, named the Louis Vuitton Don. All the way back in 2009, Kanye had made his first major deal with Louis Vuitton when he had designed a shoe collection for the brand. I remember having a fake pair of these back when I was in school. It was popping. And in 2016, Ye was supposed to finally take over as the company's creative director, replacing Kim Jones, the very same designer Ye had put on years earlier, back when he had...
See, this is the crazy shit, chat, right here. The crazy shit is that I'm looking at all this shit that this nigga was doing, and nobody hit him with counterfeiting. And he just put out a whole bunch of other people's merch, and nobody hit him with counterfeiting. That's wild. That dude is that guy is an inspiration to me, let me tell you.
His pastel label. It would have been a full circle moment, and even Kim himself reportedly recommended Ye for the job, and word was Louis Vuitton had agreed the position was actually his.
Bernard Arnault offered me a deal after the Yeezy Season 1 show to support the Kanye West brand, because we had 4 billion impressions, and it was the biggest fashion show of all time, like bigger than Victoria's Secret, bigger than Chanel. So Bernard Arnault had a meeting with me and looked me eye to eye and shook my hand and said, I'm going to do the Kanye West line.
This was happening during a time when Kanye's Yeezy brand with Adidas was already exploding in popularity, revolutionizing both the sneaker market and Ye's bank account. His shoes were selling out instantly, reselling for thousands, and turning him into one of the most successful designer entrepreneurs in the fashion industry. But despite building what would eventually become a billion-dollar empire with Yeezy, Kanye still craved legitimacy from the fashion's old guard. No amount of commercial success seemed to satisfy his desire for acceptance from the elite fashion world that had long dismissed him. But then, the 2016 breakdown happened.
To give y'all my truth, even at the risk of my own life, even at the risk of my own success, my own career. I've been sent here to give y'all the truth. Jay-Z called me, bro.
Unfortunately for Ye, this now infamous public meltdown spooked LV execs so badly that they would end up hitting the brakes. Kim Jones was asked to stay on board a little longer.
That's why they stopped fucking with Ye, because of that rant. You see, chat? That's why I tell people, watch it when you run your mouth on the cameras. Like me, listen, I got a short temper. But on cameras, Now we are not arguing. You pull a camera out, I just turn like a mouse. Trust me, I abide by the rules.
Ye's dream was quietly put on ice. But by 2018, LV was finally ready to make a decision. But by then,
That's
things had changed.
crazy. He
Behind
lost
closed
the Louis
doors, they
Vuitton
decided
deal
that Ye was
because
too
of that.
unstable to represent the brand, and instead, they handed the role to his closest protege, Virgil, a man who, by all accounts, was one of Kanye's closest friends, someone who had seemingly been quietly watching, learning, and maybe even plotting all along. And just when you think it couldn't get more cold-blooded, Virgil would hit Kanye with a call, allegedly just a few minutes before the news broke online, to let him know he had just taken the job that Kanye had spent almost 2 decades chasing. And then, when Virgil finally made his debut for Louis Vuitton at Paris Fashion Week, the crowd was psyched. But in the middle of all the hype, there was Kanye, front row, tears streaming down his face as he embraced his former protege at the end of the runway. Most people at the time probably saw
That
this
must
as the
have-
mentor
that
overcoming
must
pride
have
and his
burned,
student's
Chad.
success. But was Ye
Chad, that must have burned the fuck out of him. He had to, you know, that when Virgil got selected, you know he couldn't be a hater. He had to go all the way over there. And then the worst part of it all is that Virgil walks down the catwalk and stops to say hi to him. Wow, that's a major burn.
crying tears of joy, or was he mourning the dream that had secretly been snatched from him? The dark truth, like
He was crying. Oh my God. He must have been crying because of the fact that that was supposed to be for him. That's crazy. Everybody probably was like, yo, he's crying because Virgil, he can't believe that Virgil made it. No. That motherfucker was crying because it wasn't him.
most things with Kanye, is probably all of the above. In that moment, he seemed to embody the conflict at the core of their relationship, formed from years of friendship and camaraderie, but also fierce competition, and ultimately jealousy and betrayal, as Kanye himself would later admit. At Louis Vuitton, it was impossible to deny Virgil's commercial impact. For one, his pieces were flying off the shelves fast, but also, Virgil's history of combining streetwear and high fashion helped LV reach a younger demographic while maintaining its prestige positioning. And while Ye's Yeezy shoes with Adidas were undeniably crushing it at the time, his broader fashion ambitions, particularly with the Yeezy clothing, were still hitting roadblocks after LV curved him and embraced Virgil instead. However, as time went on, it became clear that even after reaching the pinnacle of success, Virgil never grew out of his copy and paste habits, and as we'll soon see, it was only a matter of time before this habit would eventually catch the attention and ire of other fashion creators. The first major heat Virgil caught for alleged plagiarism came shortly after his debut runway collection with Louis Vuitton, but the allegations concerned his own brand Off-White. In July 2018, Norwegian sportswear brand Helly Hansen sued Off-White for jacking their trademark diagonal stripe pattern that they had been using for 40 years, demanding Off-White destroy all products with those stripes and pay them damages. Some Virgil fans tried to
Helly Hansen sued him? That's crazy, chat. This motherfucker borrows from everybody. He even borrowed from Helly Hansen and got sued. Wow. R.I.P. Virgil. No disrespect. Respectfully, though. Respectfully, he was just jacking. He was the jack of all trades. That's crazy.
dismissed the lawsuit, pointing out that diagonal stripes are common in fashion, but this missed the point entirely.
Diagonal stripes are common in fashion. Well, not like that, Virgil.
The issue wasn't just about stripes, it was about Virgil's habit of constantly lifting existing designs with minimal changes and passing them off as a revolutionary. So while his supporters would claim his genius was in repackaging ideas with an unmatched intensity, it was impossible to shake off the fact
he's like the Andy Warhol of our times.
That this was laziness at best and theft at worst. Because if you strip away the buzzwords and industry jargon like repackaging and recontextualization, what you're left with is a designer who built his career largely on other people's ideas. Even as the controversies piled up though, Virgil's carefully crafted persona as a trailblazer of fashion helped deflect the criticism. But for those paying attention, a troubling pattern was becoming impossible to ignore, as later that same year, Virgil would also be accused of copying an earlier Off-White design from the artist Luco Fontana, the inventor of an art movement known as spatialism, who Virgil admitted to being a fan of. The following year, in 2019, Virgil would allegedly steal from a young artist named Punk Zek, with Punk's mother, Michelle Ellie, calling out Virgil for copying her son's designs after they had met at his Paris presentation. But Virgil would brush off these accusations by framing his approach to design as part of streetwear's rich tradition of sampling and remixing. To some, this defense was basically a masterclass in having your cake and eating it too, because unlike music, where samplers pay for clearance,
yo, that nigga Virgil's a gangster. That nigga went to the people's house, saw the design, took it and then said, nah, I didn't steal that from you. All I did was remix and sample it. Bro, you took the entire design and did minimal shit to it. All you did was alter it.
Or fine art, where
You are an alter. You're the master of altering other people's stuff.
appropriation is explicitly acknowledged as commentary, Virgil seemed to want it both ways, taking freely from others while building up his reputation as an innovative designer, and surprisingly, the fashion industry still ate it up. However, about a year later, Virgil would find himself knee-deep in another controversy, this time with Belgian designer Walter van Beirendonck, who again would straight up call out Virgil for directly copying patterns and designs from his fall 2016 collection, and this time using them in his Louis Vuitton Spring-Summer 21 collection. Both designs featured men's suits in primary colors with figure lines attached to the front of the jackets. Van Beirendonck would blast Virgil in the Belgian media, essentially calling him a talentless hack who couldn't create an original design to save his life. He would go even further as throwing a jab on Instagram with an outfit that simply read, "I hate copycats." In response, Virgil would claim his Louis Vuitton collection was inspired by the brand's own 2005 menswear show under Marc Jacobs, not Van Beirendonck's work. But fashion insiders quickly noted that the similarities to Van Beirendonck's designs were far more striking to any connection to LV's archive. The controversies would continue in 2021 when Walker Wear, a streetwear brand that had been dressing hip-hop royalty since the early 90s, would file another lawsuit against Off-White for allegedly plagiarizing their logo. According to the lawsuit, Virgil replicated a jacket design that they'd been using for almost 30 years and slapped a price tag of over $2,000 onto it. It seemed that there was an all-too familiar pattern with Virgil's work, often feeling like a sophisticated
Way too similar.
but interestingly, when most designers
it's
get
not
caught copying
similar.
like this,
It's not similar, Chad. It is exactly the same thing.
they hide, deny the allegations, or even lawyer up. But
That's
Virgil didn't do any of
crazy.
it
No,
with
the
a box tag
retro
of
was
over
crazy.
$2,000 onto it. It seemed that there was an all
That right there was crazy, Chad. That right there is crazy, Chad. Chad, he didn't even do any work there, Chad. What work did he do? Now explain to me what work he did, because I'm gonna tell you the work that went into that Jordan #1, right? I'm just off the top of my head. I don't even know because I'm just a Jordan retro Jordan enthusiast. Like I own almost all of them. Like I love retro Jordans. Like every number I have probably each. I don't buy anything above a 13. For some reason, I just stop at 13. But let me tell you that this Jordan right here that you're seeing in the screen chat, it took engineers to find out where it would be comfortable when you running. It took engineers to figure out that lacing could go only up to that point, so that way it doesn't choke your foot and make you feel uncomfortable. They figured the cushioning around this ankle to be a precise type of cushioning, because back in the days, the sneakers that they used for basketball were Converse, and most of them were not even made of leather. Some people even played in low tops. So I'm gonna tell you something about the Retro 1. The Retro 1 being a very comfortable shoe. However, it is for a flat foot. That's the only bad thing about it. But the Retro 1 Jordan is one of the most comfortable shoes that I find it to be even more comfortable than the actual Uptown, to be honest with you. I don't even buy Uptowns. I'll just buy me a pair of white Retro 1s. But here's the big thing. All he did, aside from the yellow tag, right? Aside from the yellow tag that you see there, aside from that yellow tag, all he did was add that. Look, I'm gonna do it with the mouse so you can see. You see this? All he added was that. You could buy that shit anywhere. You could just mass order that shit. Then you see this little thing that he added, that he added two on top of the sneaker. And then I could almost tell you that he ripped the fucking, either he ripped the checkout or he added this little black piece so the check could look like it ends. Like that's a swoosh, really. That's what that check is. This is the swoosh. That's what that is called. So me being an enthusiast of the retro shoe, I just feel so like disrespected when I see him do this. And then he blackened the air. I don't even think this might even say air to begin with.
familiar
I think he
patterns
just
of Virgil's
added
work,
that.
often feeling like a sophisticated game of spot the reference. But interesting.
Dale.
Interestingly, when most designers get caught
So
copying like this,
it's
they hide as
crazy
a game
that
of spot the
Virgil did
reference.
this.
But
It's
in too familiar
crazy that
pattern
Virgil
with
did
Virgil
this,
slapping
man, and nobody called him out. Like, do it to everybody else, but not Jordan, bro. Like Jordan, you could do a like. There's people who do a customization that's allowed, but don't pawn it off like your shoe line.
price tag of over $2,000 onto it. It seemed that there was an all too familiar pattern with Virgil's work, often feeling like a sophisticated game of spot the reference. But interestingly, when most designers get caught copying like this, they hide, deny the allegations, or even lawyer up. But Virgil didn't do any of that. Instead, he developed an entire philosophy around appropriation, essentially turning plagiarism into a whole design style. He called it the 3% rule, the idea that you only need to change something by 3% to make it your own.
Then I have my sort of like 3% approach. Right now, I'm only interested in editing something 3% from its original form. I'm basically tired. It might be too old, but
Virgil would also compare himself to a DJ sampling music or a hip-hop producer chopping up old records, repeatedly defending his methods by saying his strength was in selection and recontextualization rather than pure creation. Now, this approach might work fine for an art school thesis, but when you're charging over $2,000 for a hoodie with someone else's design elements, things can get murky real fast. But just like with the time of Pyrex Vision, Virgil just didn't seem to care. And while his design fraud game was a hot
Hey, kudos to Virgil, man. Hermes is doing the same shit.
hotly debated topic on the fashion
Except they're not copying somebody's style, they're just marking it up. In terms of price wise, he's doing the same shit as everybody else. As far as creativity, it's a slap in the face that he calls it remixing.
scene for years, Ye's silence was deafening, at least until Virgil tragically
Because at least Ye came out with some designs.
lost his battle to cancer in 2021. But
Rest in peace, Virgil. You understand? He got away with it, man. I'm happy, bro. Like, I can't be mad that listen, don't be mad at the player. Be mad at the game, all right? Everybody accepted it.
at which point Kanye would finally break his silence, with all that hurt and bitterness that he'd kept inside eventually exploding out into the public eye. Years following Virgil's
Everybody
Louis Vuitton
mad at the
appointment,
wrong
Kanye would
person.
maintain a public front
Be mad at the game. They allowed it.
of support for his former mentee. In fact, Kanye would consistently express pride in seeing someone from his circle achieve what had once seemed impossible for black designers, even though he was hurt about losing his creative director as well as his Louis Vuitton deal.
So the hurtful part was they agreed to support my clothing, and guess who was one of my designers? Virgil. Then they didn't do the deal.
They would also both go from success to success, Virgil with Off-White and Louis Vuitton, and Kanye with his Yeezy empire with Adidas, which would end up making him a billionaire in 2020. The same year, he would also strike a very lucrative deal with Gap, finally giving him the kind of creative leadership in fashion that he was promised years earlier. But keep it real, Gap ain't no Louis Vuitton. Then, after Virgil would pass away in November 2021, it would take even a year for Kanye's world to begin crumbling.
This guy is ridiculous. Come on, keep it real. Gap ain't no Louis Vuitton.
Too, as his Twitter rants would bring an end to his partnerships with Adidas and Gap, and whatever was going on with Kanye, it would seemingly either change his feelings towards his old friend or begin to finally bring out his true feelings towards Virgil that he had been bottling up all these years. And this would culminate in Ye's recent outbursts, as he would take to X on multiple occasions to air out his frustrations, saying, "Virgil let me down," and simply F Virgil. He would go on to drop the now infamous betrayal list, where he put everyone from his own kids to former collaborators on blast, and sitting right at the very top of that list was Virgil's name. These outbursts would also continue on streams that Ye would do too. In another stream, the diss would get even darker.
Niggas who go against me be dead, bro. Niggas who steal from me, bro. Look at Virgil, he dead, bro. You steal from me and try to take the king position, be dead, bro.
Oh man, I gotta use the bathroom. Where's Virgil's grave? Okay, so oh my god. One of the people that Virgil like changed their lives is gonna come after you. So that means no one's coming after you.
And when asked about it in interviews, Kanye would double
I find that so distasteful, but his minions, what can they do? They're his minions. They have to celebrate it with him.
down with the story that we've now heard multiple times. The Louis Vuitton position was supposed to be his, that
Yeah, the Louis Vuitton position was supposed to be yours. We get it, Kanye. But Louis Vuitton is still there, and Louis Vuitton doesn't want to work with you because you do this kind of crazy shit.
Virgil knew it, and just to twist the knife, that he went behind his back anyway. Now, whether Virgil actually betrayed Kanye maliciously or simply
Nah, I think Louis Vuitton came to him and told him, yo, we'll take you if you do not bring Kanye.
accepted an opportunity that had been handed to him is something that he...
And nothing against Kanye. I love Kanye. He's a creative genius, one of the best geniuses of our time. I get it. However, personality-wise, it will get you in the wrong situations.
He took to the grave. But what's clear is that his decision to accept the job that had once been Kanye's dream left wounds that never healed. So where does this leave Virgil's legacy? Was he a visionary who democratized fashion and broke barriers for black designers? Or was he an opportunistic copycat who built an empire off the back of other people's ideas? The truth, as always, is somewhere in between.
Well, I don't know, Chad. You tell me what you think about that. But I personally think that we can't be mad that Louis Vuitton was like, yo, bro, we want you. We don't want him. What you trying to do? You trying to get this job on? You know, we're going to give you the creative director and all that. Kanye can't be mad for what Louis Vuitton did, bro. Like, you can't be mad that they wanted him. Yeah, it don't matter what Virgil wanted to do. He could have went behind your back all he want. If they didn't want him, they wasn't going to take the guy. If they took him, it's because they wanted him. Why you ain't go and try to do you? Because they didn't want you, bro. Like, you can't be mad. That's like me being mad because the shorty that I want, she don't want to fuck with me. She want to fuck with my boy. Like, I can't be mad, nigga. I can't even be mad at him or her. Hey, don't be cool with me, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel some type of way about it. That's fine. Feel some type of way, but you can't hate them. You can't slander them. You can't fucking say you're going to go piss in somebody's grave. You too old for that, bro. You got kids, bro. Like, your children are watching, bro. Anyway, let's get into this next by BJ Investigates, guys. Go follow her. This one is Kim Porter. Diddy trial connection that nobody is talking about. Is a quick 16 minutes, guys. Let's get right into it.
Hello, everybody. We need to revisit Kim Porter's mysterious and untimely death. So if you don't know this already, I have been covering every single day, Monday through Friday, the Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs trial, the criminal trial. It's not televised. So I'll usually have like 5 to 7 tabs open. I'm reading tweets, live tweets from inside the courtroom. And some stuff has come up at the trial.
That's a fact, Jack. Chat, she stays on it since it started, chat. Since it started.
Recently, that has caused me some concern about Kim Porter's death. And it's just the webbing. Let me show you what I mean. I did make this Twitter thread, which you are, welcome to go and read along as we're going through here. But I wanted to memorialize it in a video because Twitter threads get lost and I guess videos do too. But I just want to sound the alarm here. Okay, so if you will recall from this video I made, I think the original title was "What Was in Kim Porter's Nightstand?"
Oh my God. Yeah, that would get taken down by the Diddy Foundation.
It might even still be the title. I kind of thought one of the most important details from Kim Porter's death scene that was found was this right here. Look, here is the autopsy report. A bottle of Zolpidem.
Ready to invest like a pro?
A bottle of Zolpidem? Chat, what is Zolpidem? Can somebody tap in and let me know what Zolpidem is?
Now, I looked this up. A bottle of Zolpidem tartrate. Now, I looked this up, and according to the internet, that's Ambien, which is like a sleep aid, a prescription strength sleeping medicine. This was found at her death scene, but it was not prescribed.
That's some old school shit right there, Ambience.
Who was it prescribed to then? Hopefully not Frank Black. May 19th, a lot of pictures were released from Sean P. Puff Daddy Combs' arrest. Now, did you know that he was going? You probably forgot. I don't know. I mean,
let's go back and see what we got there. Well, what we have here is a couple of Klonopins. These are Klonopins right here. These are Xanax. This is like a perk or a yellow Xan. This little white one could be that's a tough one. This right here, I don't know what that is. The pink ones, those could be real strong shit. But these little white ones could be 30s right here. These could be little 30s right here. They just look white, but they not white. So these might be perk 30s. These might be some Klonopins right here. These might be some Xanax bars, and yeah, that's what he had in the bag. And the pink ones, wonder what the pink ones are. I think I've seen those pink ones before. Anyway, chat.
Now, did you know that he was going? You probably forgot. I don't know. I mean, I kind of forgot. Do you know he was going to get arrested? He was going to turn himself in. He was going to negotiate turning himself in back in September. But the day before he was supposed to do that, he was actually arrested in the hotel lobby of the hotel that he was staying in Manhattan. So there was this Department of Homeland Security investigations officer that did testify at Diddy's trial about what she found. And we'll put some pictures in right here of different things they found. One of the things they found was a bottle of medication. They found a few bottles of medication, but they did find one specific bottle of clonazepam.
Clonazepam, yeah, that's fucking volumes. Clonazepam, volumes. Klonopins, clonazepam.
Prescribed to the name Frank.
Oh, Frank Black.
Now, in and of itself, who cares? But Cassie Ventura had actually testified.
Clonazepam. Let's be accurate about clonazepam. I could almost tell you that clonazepam is like a volume, Chan. Yeah, it's a Klonopin. Exactly. I knew those were the Klonopins, Chad. Come on, Chad. I know what I'm doing here, Chad.
That Diddy went by the name Frank Black in his
alias. That's a cool alias because Biggie's name is Frank White. So Puffy uses Frank Black. That's almost comical, Chad.
Like she actually had him in her phone as Frank Black. So this is all stuff that I already told you about previous, right? The whole nightstand, Kim Porter, Ambien that wasn't prescribed to her thing, right?
Oh, the other ones could be Ambiens, Chad, the pink ones.
Right? All these evidence pictures get released, and one of these things.
No, Ambiens are not pink. Ambiens are white.
Things that gets released is this picture right here, a pill bottle, and it's prescribed to Frank Black. It's clonazepam, which is a benzodiazepine, sort of similar to Xanax or something like that.
No, not that far. It's a volume.
But it's just like right on there, it says, do not take with Ambien. Well, Ambien has also made an appearance at the Diddy trial already because Cassie, when she was on the stand, they used this text message exchange between her and Diddy. I think it was from like maybe 2009. It was earlier on in their relationship, right as Diddy was asking her to be doing these freak offs for the first time and stuff like that. Like she had been doing them kind of, she admits, willingly. But then she started to maybe feel like she didn't.
Because she's a fun girl.
Really like doing them. She started to feel
she didn't really. Look at her face, yo. She probably the turn-up queen.
Maybe a little bit used, as well as if she was gonna have to do these freak offs, she wanted to be treated more like, you know, a girlfriend. Apparently she was very jealous of Kim Porter, making this full circle. And
she always wanted to be the girlfriend.
She was going to tell Diddy, apparently, in this text message exchange, she was going to say something like, you know, I don't want to do the freak offs anymore. She was like, let's talk tomorrow. I got something to talk to you about. And Diddy's like, is it going to stress me out? And she's like, no, it's just about the freak offs. Now, remember, this is 2009. It's like more than 15 years ago at this point. And he's like, is it going to stress me out? And she's like, oh, no, well, it's not that serious. It's just about freak offs or whatever. And he's like, I already know. You don't want to do them anymore. You so predictable. And she was like, oh, okay, well, since you already know and I'm so predictable, then that's it. So I guess there's no need to talk about it further. Hee kiki, talk to you tomorrow. And then he responded.
No, that was accurate, Chad. I saw the paperwork when she read it.
Like, you going to stop shutting me down and you telling me what to do? I don't know, something, whatever. So he's like, all right, I'm going to sleep. Just took a Ambien. So it's like, okay, interesting. Diddy likes to take Ambien. Boom, 15 years later, we have clonazepam prescribed to a guy named Frank Black. Now, look, listen, y'all know I was looking up all these addresses in these pharmacies. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole right now because we need to talk about how this relates back to Kim Porter. So Frank Black, Cassie testified, was an alias that Diddy would use instead of using his real name.
Chat. She's taller than him? I'm sorry, that's what I noticed.
Because we need to talk about how this relates back to...
See? She's taller than him. I think she used to put the beats on him. That's probably why he smothered her with a pillow. Well, allegedly smothered her with a pillow based on Gene Davis's testimony.
Kim Porter. So Frank Black, Cassie testified, was an alias that Diddy would use instead of using his real name. One of the names he also used would be Frank White, which is interesting.
That's Biggie's nickname.
Because Biggie Smalls also apparently went by that name. And Cassie's firstborn with Alex Fine's name is Frankie, apparently. Not really sure what that's about. It just started making me want to ask more questions about this Kim Porter scene. If you're wondering who this redacted doctor's name is, it wasn't redacted on everybody's publicly available coroner's report, nor Jasmine actually requested this a couple months before I did, and they did not redact the doctor. The doctor's name in that case is Dr. Michael Farzam, okay?
Oh, shit. We got your face, homie. Michael Farzan. Excuse me, my bad, chat. Dr. Michael Farzan.
Okay, so look at this right here. On November 12th, Dr. Farzam responded to the residents. Upon examination of Kim Porter, she had cold, flu-like symptoms. He treated her. She had a very high fever. As we all know, she did pass away, and the official cause of death was listed as pneumonia. Now, I did a whole video on this autopsy report, and
wow, she got pneumonia in like 3 hours.
You know, just the different things in here. So y'all can go watch that if you are interested. But I wanted to focus right here. Look right here. See the partially empty bottle of zolpidem tartrate, which apparently is Ambien, according to my Google search, which was not prescribed to Kim Porter. Who was the Ambien prescribed to? I mean, now I'm wondering, was it Frank Black? Who was the Ambien in the nightstand prescribed to?
Yeah.
Okay, and why was it in Kim Porter's nightstand? And Dr. Farzam, who treated Kim Porter, also treated and called the police on Kanye West just 2 years earlier in 2016. Here's the 911 call if y'all want to take a listen to that.
Yes, we
of
do.
Dr. Farzam calling the cops on Kanye.
I don't get any weapons or anything like that.
It's the 911 call made the night Kanye West suffered a mental breakdown.
You're his doctor, sir, is that correct? Yes, correct.
Kanye's personal physician, Dr. Michael Farzam.
Oh, chat. This is the same guy that was at the motherfucking scene of the crime with Kim Porter. And this is the same guy that Kanye said try to unalive him and put him in a 50-50 or 20-20 or I don't know. It's a whole bunch of numbers there. Whatever the hell.
Called 911 after the singer acted erratically at his trainer's house. Dr. Farzam is a concierge physician who makes house calls in his BMW.
In his BMW, how well equipped is he to look great while he conducts his criminal activities? Allegedly, chat.
He requested police backup.
I'm just calling for my cell phone to request if we can have some police backup because I don't think the paramedics, I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized.
According to...
Whoa, he said he definitely going to get hospitalized, bro. That's the dude that tried. I think that this is when they swapped out the Kanye West with the real Kanye West. Because I've been seeing some videos circulating the internet with a dude that looked like he'd been lobotomized sitting in a bus stop. And he looks like Kanye. Let me find that for you, chat. Hold up a second. We got time for that right now. Kanye West. Homeless guy. This is the guy I'm talking about, guys. You tell me if this is not Kanye West. This guy right here. Chat. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Chat, I don't give a fuck what you tell me. This guy looks like Kanye, like the real Kanye West. Look at this, chat. This looks like what happened to Kanye West when we remember that they took him to the hospital. And this is a conspiracy theory, of course. Because the Kanye West that we're dealing with right now, he is a very different Kanye West from the Kanye West we know. Look at this. Look at this guy. That guy right there looks like Kanye West, chat. Yeah, that's crazy. Man.
Listen, through the internet, search your heart for a plan. Turn it back with the grown man. It's on again. Give a holler to my niggas in the darkest corners. Hold a perfect block and let me spark.
Yo, chat. Chat, you telling me this does not look like Kanye? Look. Chat. I'm telling you, chat. Look, there's a lot of people talking about this, chat. There's a lot of people talking about this, chat. Look.
We see in this video right here. The crazy guy we see online is, so am I the only one who's been seeing these Kanye West videos where supposedly the real
Look at
Kanye
this,
is
chat.
homeless, as we see in this video right here? The crazy guy we see online is some sort of clone.
Scout.
Now, this isn't the first time that we heard about celebrity
What?
clones on the internet before, with the most famous one of them of all being the conspiracy about Gucci Mane. Supposedly, he was cloned back when he was released from prison years back. And the whole idea that once you make enough money, get into a certain position in life, and meet enough certain people, the freedom that money once initially brought you ends up turning into a trap where you do anything you could for it and then pretty much become a puppet of the system of the Illuminati or whatever group they call it these days. And more than ironically, it seems like every famous person, celebrity, and any sort of politician has some sort of proof that they could be involved in any sort of organization like this. Although, being with the repeated cancellations that Kanye West has faced time and time again, people are starting to believe that what we do see could be very possible that it's not really the true reality of things. And whoever is control of his image is trying to ruin the public perception of him, making him look crazy, like a total liar, pretty much just to make anybody.
Chat, this looks like Kanye West. And then the Kanye West that we got now, for some reason, likes to always wear a fucking mask. So how could we know we got the real Kanye if that motherfucker always wearing a mask, and when he takes off his mask, he doesn't kind of look like the old Kanye?
Believe absolutely nothing that he says. But what do you think about all this? Feel free to share all your thoughts, opinions over there.
Chad, this is crazy, Chad. This is some shit that people are talking about, Chad. Look, I'm not fucking bugging, Chad. This is real. Chad, look. It's the Kanye West homeless thing that they talking about, Chad. Everybody is talking about this, Chad. Look at this, Chad. Look. They're saying that Kanye West was cloned. Look at this shit, Chad. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. Because, respectfully, Kanye West is here. And, look, but that don't look like the Kanye West we used to know. This does not look like the Kanye West we used to know. No. Not at all. Not at all. Look at this guy, man. Does that look like Kanye West to you? Look at this guy. I don't know. Anyway, back to what we was doing. Anyway, we're gonna go into the Biggie son reveals why Faith Evans is set Biggie for Diddy.
Everybody is psychic, whether you know it or not.
All humans are born.
The significance of this legacy, like probably around 15. I want to say 15 when it really set in, like when my grandma sat me down, talked to me, like
Diddy told her he was gonna kill Biggie. She knew it was gonna happen. She was purposefully not by her husband's side that night.
When you have such a history with Diddy who's being honored, what is a moment that you look back on in the past and you're like, man, if you could have told us then we'd be at this party, he was going to be honored, like we would have been shook.
It was Little Big, Little Diddy, CJ, Christian, Little Diddy. We just out here doing what we do.
So Biggie's son, CJ Wallace, is saying some things that have people seriously talking about his mom, Faith Evans, and her connection to Diddy. So according to what's going around, CJ basically hinted that Faith might have betrayed Biggie and that Diddy had something to do with it. Now, CJ has always kept things low key, but sources close to him are saying he never believed the official narrative behind Biggie's death, and he suspected Diddy had something to do with it. And according to these sources, CJ believes Big was surrounded by fake love, and that some of those people were inside his own house. And then there's the Stevie J angle. Remember when Faith married him out of nowhere back in 2000?
What? Faith married Stevie J? That motherfucker's a weasel, yo. How the fuck you marry fucking Biggie's ex-baby mom, man? Yo, this motherfucker's a weasel, yo. Straight up. I don't even know him. Don't even know about his music. I don't know shit about this guy, but I already don't fucking like him, yo. For real, for real. Stevie J married Faith Evans?
2018. Well, CJ was not happy about it, and he publicly talked about being hurt that his mom married Stevie. Faith didn't even tell CJ she was getting married. In fact, he found out about it the same time we all did on social media. And what makes this even messier is that Stevie J is actually CJ's godson. Now, if you've been following all the Diddy mess,
He's the God's father and the stepfather at the same time. Gross.
lately, then you already know Stevie J wasn't just some random dude. He was super close to Diddy for years, and he helped build the whole bad boy sound back in the 90s. But here's where it gets crazy. Rumors about Stevie being on the DL have been around forever, and allegedly, Stevie was one of the guys who used to take part in Diddy's freak-off parties, and it doesn't stop there. Stevie stayed close with Diddy even when things started falling apart. In fact, when the feds raided Diddy's house last March, they found Stevie staying at one of his cribs. So now connect the dots. CJ is hurt that Faith married a guy from Diddy's inner circle, and he's saying Biggie was betrayed by people in his own home. It's not hard to see why some folks think he's pointing the finger without actually saying names. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, because CJ himself has faced rumors about his sexuality. And some sources have even speculated that this had something to do with Diddy and Stevie J being around him growing up.
But I know some blogs are kind of said some mean things about your son and tried to say that he was gay. How do you feel about that? 'Cause I think it's rude, and you were just insensitive in these blogs just talk so about it. Do you have any response to that?
No, I don't really feel a way about it. We know where he is. If he was, I would support him and love him just the same.
So now the question is, did Diddy somehow force Faith to marry Stevie to keep her from talking about Biggie's death? Was Faith blackmailed, or was she just playing both sides the whole time? Let's get into these receipts, y'all.
I know my father is looking down on all of us tonight in all of this love and support. My sister and I will continue to carry on his name with tremendous pride and live my life by his words.
Did he need to be there? Fucking Diddy, always messing up a historic moment.
Give it up for CJ. So there's been talk going around that CJ Wallace, Biggie and Faith Evans' son, has been quietly pulling away from his mom. And the rumor is that CJ's been keeping his distance ever since stories started resurfacing that Faith may have known more about Biggie's death than she ever let on.
Obviously. I'm sure she was fucking Diddy.
Some folks online are saying Faith was way closer to Diddy behind the scenes. And allegedly, she knew the night Biggie got killed wasn't just bad luck, but that it was a setup. People are pointing out how weird it was that Big didn't want to go to LA in the first place because he knew how tense things were after Pac died. But Diddy kept pushing him to go there. Jaguar Wright even claimed that Diddy directly told Faith that Biggie was going to die that night.
Ask me how much different Faith life, her whole life look, career look. Diddy told her he was going to kill Biggie. She knew it was going to happen.
That's crazy, chat. What kind of human being do you got to be for somebody to tell you, how pussy are you? That's my question. How pussy are you that somebody tells you they're going to kill your baby father and you don't even warn that man? And here's the worst part. Even if it ain't about being pussy or anything, because she was fucking Diddy and all that shit. Wow, bro. You dead ass fucking killed your own baby father?
She
backdoored him?
Was purposefully not by her husband's side that night. It happened, and she was told she had to lie about it.
Now, mix that with Faith being tied to both Diddy and later Stevie J, and the fact that Faith still hasn't publicly condemned Diddy. And the pieces start to look really shady. Fans also noticed that CJ rarely posts with or about Faith anymore, hasn't celebrated her publicly in years, and keeps things really surface level when it comes to her. What's also interesting is Stevie J's role in all this because, as Jaguar pointed out, Faith and Stevie never made sense as a couple. The same way Faith and Biggie didn't make sense. And according to Jaguar, Faith was basically used by Diddy as a pawn so he could get rid of both Pac and Diddy and keep profiting off of Biggie's music.
Let's be honest about Faith Evans.
I
How does a
figured that
woman
too.
with that much talent end up married to somebody like Stevie J?
That much talent. That much talent. Hold that buzz. Hold that thought right there. Let me show you what Faith Evans' talent looks like for everybody who doubts that she might be talented at something. Let me show you what Faith Evans' talent, all that talent that Jaguar Wright has has given, has tried to give her as you know, as clout. This is all the talent that this woman Faith Evans offers. Okay, okay. This is Faith Evans. All right.
We step in. We step in. I'm in a club with my packages. We starting, we fighting.
And this is current.
I'm in the fire. Booty poppin', booty poppin'. Let's keep the shit rockin'.
Ew. Somebody get grandma.
We step in, we step in. We step in. We step in. I'm in a
The one person in the crowd said, ow, because there's only like 3 people in this party, I guarantee you. This is sad, bro. That's the talented Faith Evans that Jaguar Wright is speaking of. Do you believe it, chap? Can you believe it, chap? Fucking Faith Evans is talking about we sipping. No, we not. No, she's not talented. She a fun girl. That's crazy. What? Chat, they were only married 10 days after they met. That is a setup. Yeah, but she was sent on a mission like Lauren London by Diddy. Diddy's angels. Those are Diddy's angels right there. Diddy's angels is Lauren London, Cassie, and motherfucking Faith Evans. And they might be more.
book that they were never together and he was always allegedly cheating on her. Of course, that doesn't mean Faith actually set him up to be killed, but it raises some questions about her connection to Diddy and how much she really knew about Diddy's alleged plan to get rid of Biggie and Pop. So here's a little background. Back in 1993, Faith moved out to LA and started doing backup vocals for R&B singer Al B. Shore. And shortly after that, she found her way on Diddy's radar. Diddy brought her in to lay down some background vocals. And apparently, just after one studio session, he signed her right then and there. She became the very first woman artist on Bad Boy Records, which has always made some fans wonder what really went down behind the scenes.
So everybody could hear me. So when I went in and did these two lines and rearranged them, I asked him, Mr. Puff, you mind if I change it around a little bit? And I did, and I added all my arrangements and harmonies. And when I came out, he asked me, did I want to sign his new label? Like, just like that.
So in 1994,
you know that was not how it happened. We know that's not how it happened. She laid a couple of vocals. She got her back blown out. Then she went to the freak off. Then she chilled. And then they brought her back in. And they were like, yo, them vocals you had laid the other days, maybe you should finish them today.
the same year Diddy signed Faith to Bad Boy, she met Biggie Smalls at a photo shoot. And the craziest thing happened. They ended up getting married just a few weeks later. Around the same time, she was doing background vocals and co-writing songs for Mary J. Blige's My Life album and Usher's debut. And on top of all that, she was working on her own music. Her debut album dropped in August 1995 and blew up with hits like You Used to Love Me and Soon as I Get Home. It went
Telling you, soon as yeah, no, bro. I think so. There's somebody that was doing the backup vocals there. Trust me, she didn't do it. You want me to put her again? I'll show you. I'll show you Faith. This is Faith. This is Faith. This is Faith right here. Right here, the one that you did that. Soon as I get home. You do what you wanna do. You think that's you think it's the same girl for real?
I'm in a club with my packages.
See? Her. You got a titty tattoo. Go Faith. Go Faith. Go Faith. Oh, go. Hey, hey, hey. Somebody should have been slapping her booty right there. Hey, 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 hey. Her twerk is horrible, let me tell you. That's terrible right there. No disrespect, CJ, because I know that's your mom and all that shit, but I'm just saying that's terrible. Somebody should have told her. Somebody should have told her that not to do that. I got friends. My friends don't. My friends be like, don't do that. Oh my God. All right, chat. We're gonna leave it at that, right? We're gonna leave it at the booty popping, and we're gonna get right quick into this Zoe situation, right? With the Zoe and what's his face? Kai Cenat. So we want to see what's going on with this situation real quick before we log off. And because I've been here for like a little too long now. All right, so let me see. Browser connection, share audio, try sharing your audio. Yeah, we should share the audio. Let's share the audio. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. So this is Zoe Spencer.
Can you cut that part out?
Oh, what the?
She's a biter.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Look! Look! We gonna do it, bro. Ow! I don't do it!
She's a biter.
I didn't bite him. No, I didn't. Get up.
Crazy thing is, in the next 5 or 10 years, it's gonna be somebody's wife, man. And the thing is, cold part about it, they probably won't even know. Like by the time, like these clips will be buried so deep in the internet where he'll have to actually go and find and search them and stuff. He wouldn't even know until it's too late. Until that divorce comes, she's taking half.
Zoe Spencer, another woman in the streaming world trying to navigate a space that already comes with double standards.
I don't know, Chad. I can't be with a girl that bites. That's not cool for me. That's techno shots every 10 years. Like, I'm good. Like, if a girl has a biting problem, like, I can't even be friends with you, man. I'm sorry, Zoe. I don't think we'll ever be friends, but that's crazy with the biting. Nah, chill, bro. That's she should see a doctor about that. That's something that you can speak to a psychiatrist about.
And somehow still managing to make it harder on herself.
I'll be right back.
Here's the truth. While the streaming game is tough for women, a lot of the backlash Zoe's facing right now, that's on her. Not just bad luck, not just haters. It's the result of choices she made, moments she mishandled, and bridges she may have burned. For a lot of women, when it comes to streaming, it's hard to become a big streamer on Twitch. Not just because of how the audience perceives them, but because of the way they're perceived. It's not about lack of talent or grind. It's that women streamers often get boxed into narrow roles. Either you're the hot tub streamer girl, the gamer girlfriend, where you're constantly having to prove you're not just coasting off your looks. The second you gain attention, people question your legitimacy. You're either too sexual or not entertaining enough. It's a double standard that male streamers don't face in the same way. And over time, that pressure to constantly prove yourself to be entertaining, attractive, relatable, but never too much of anything wears you down. But in Zoe's case, the obstacle wasn't just the system, it was Zoe herself. Somewhere along the line, ego and maybe not knowing when to chill started turning people off. And now, it seems like the very people she was cool with are slowly turning their back on her. So, who is Zoe? Zoe Spencer is very interesting. She's a very interesting streamer. But here's the thing, she wasn't even a streamer at first. She came up doing comedy skits on YouTube and TikTok, building a fan base by just being unapologetically herself. Loud, raw, and unfiltered. That's her whole brand. And mind you, she's from New York, so she's got the energy. I'm not trying to generalize, but I'm definitely about to generalize right here. So if you're from New York, or any ladies who are watching this is from New York, I'm sorry. But you know how New York women be. No filter, no hesitation. And that personality naturally put her in the same circles as Kai Cenat, who's also from New York.
You baby.
So it made sense that she started showing up in his streams a couple years back, but then that started to fade. The appearances slowed down. Why? Because Kai got a girl, and because Kai started to feel like Zoe was becoming embarrassing around his circle. And back then, people didn't really get it. But when you look back at the clips, it kind of starts to make sense.
Oh my God! D-Lo! 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 I didn't know you was here! I told you to do that shit! Shut up! While I'm talking to you, nigga! Oh my God! She always on them. Oh my gosh. I got you. Hey, come here. So you can. So you can.
He's 23.
No,
He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Yeah.
Nothing like a little sexual assault. You know, definitely gotta blur this part, especially if a guy doesn't want to get twerked on.
Yo, you remind me of that one video. It's like a cartoon when the niggas start throwing out. It's like buy a car. Oh my God.
Way, bro. Let him go out. Like that ass, you were really
No.
You trying to block the nigga from getting ass? You weird.
Bro, he don't want it, bro.
He did not tell you that.
He don't want it, bro.
Come
over here. All my niggas, they gonna text.
Dirty.
Shit, we gotta check what it's dirty.
Bitch, you never gave dirty.
Get her,
Yo, I turned my head one time. Nigga, I beat a 16-year-old. Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
The energy she brings is wild. Those moments you just saw, that's Zoe in a nutshell. A walking clip. And over the last few months, she's been leveling up her clout, collaborating with rappers, streamers like Diddy, all kinds of creators. And with that rise came a split audience. Some people love her for being chaotic and real. Others, they can't stand her antics, like the biting. Yeah, Zoe, she bites people. She has this biting thing, this tick, this urge. I don't even know what to call it. It's not some light, playful nibble either. She'll bite you with force. Like, imagine the way you rip into a piece of meat, right? You eating it, you just really tearing into that shit. That's Zoe. That's Zoe Spencer times 10. And I guarantee you, if she met one of y'all in real life, she'd probably want to bite you too. Hell, if she even watches this video, she might want to bite me too. I ain't got no problem with it, but like, I do have a problem with that. I don't know why I said that. Maybe I was horny when I said this. This was like, I think I recorded this at 12 a.m. Continue on to the video.
Trey, I got y'all dude. Y'all can start something.
Can you cut that part off?
Ow! What the? Ah! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Look! Look! We'll do it, bro. Ow! I'm sorry. What's with you? I didn't bite him. No, I didn't. Get up.
Crazy thing is, in the next 5 or 10 years, it's gonna be somebody's wife, man. And the thing is, cold part about it, they probably won't even know. Like by the time, like these clips will be buried so deep in the internet where he'll have to actually go and find and search them and stuff. He wouldn't even know until it's too late. Until that divorce comes, she taking half.
So I got words to mama. You got words. Word to mama. You have words to mama. That's a bite mark. So we go. Ow! Yo, what is wrong with this dude?
Stop, please. I want to die. Zoe. Him here, right? Then.
Yo. Oh, God. I'm about to kiss you. I'm about to throw up. Hi. The phone. Oh, my God. What about I'm the yo? Get out, pull up. Not Tali, not for real. Stop. That hurt. What's wrong with you?
And I do on you.
Oh my God, that hurt. It really hurt.
I don't care. You fucking with me.
No, like my I can barely move my foot. That hurt. That really hurt.
And that's what makes her both loved and hated. That love and hate Zoe's known for. It's taken her a long way, but not all the way to Streamer University. Now, depending on when you're watching this, Streamer University is either just starting or already going viral. It's this new project Kai Cenat's putting together, a program meant to help up-and-coming streamers blow up, or at least give them the tools to level up their content. Think of it like a streamer boot camp meets college campus with big names involved, smaller creators trying to make it, and cameras rolling the whole time. The hype is real, and so is the controversy. Some people are calling it an HBCU-style creator school with critiques of lack of diversity in the picks, but as everybody knows, it's Kai's events. He's the one funding it and planning it, picking the names. Whether you like his choices or not, it's his rules, and that leads to the part people can't stop talking about.
Read between the lines. No, listen. It started here, September 24th in Atlanta. I ain't never say nothing, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not holding this against you. I'm not putting it past you because I know who you are as a person. September 24th, Drewski Show. I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. Nigga, I dead ass for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed.
This was the event Kai Cenat was talking about. Drewski's Could Have Been Fest, where Zoe was acting all sorts of crazy. This is the event where I showed you the clip earlier of Zoe biting Duke Dennis, and then of course the clip that Kai is talking about.
I'm not gonna spill nothing on you, my nigga. I just don't like the fact that your man's is spilling shit on me. You got niggas spilling shit on me. You not protecting me. You're not doing shit, bro.
He spilled it on you?
He's spilling on me. You're not doing nothing.
I just came.
Yo, that's real nigga shit, bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum ass nigga.
Hey, don't talk to my dog like
fuck you, nigga.
I literally just got here.
Fuck you talking about?
Whoa.
Who you? Nigga.
Bro, he's crazy, bro.
Did you call me?
I'll apologize.
It was a prank. I saw Twitch shit. It was a prank.
Because you be wilding on me.
You call me a bitch? You call me a bitch?
Yo, help, Ben.
Bro, y'all are aggressive.
No, Ben, fuck you, Ben. You call me a bitch, nigga?
Yeah. Yo,
you calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfucking people, nigga?
Hey, Cuddy.
Fuck Cuddy. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, I'm embarrassed you, nigga. You calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfuckers?
Oh my God, I missed all of this. See, this is what I'm talking about. This chick is wilding.
You calling me a bitch?
This is what I'm talking about, Chad. This is all the shit I'm talking about. She just be wilding, Chad. Wow for the night. And she was tight that Kai Cenat didn't put her in the Streamer University. Yo, she's a liability if you ask me.
I said this is like, I think I recorded this at 12 a.m. Continue on to the video.
Trey, I got y'all dude. Y'all can start something.
Can you cut that hair off?
Ow! What the? Ah!
Get out.
Look! We gonna do it, bro.
Ow! I'm sorry. Oh, it's you. I didn't bite him. No, I didn't.
Get up. Crazy thing is, in the next 5 or 10 years, it's gonna be somebody's wife, man. And the thing is, cold part about it, they probably won't even know. Like by the time, like these clips will be buried so deep in the internet where he'll have to actually go and find and search them and stuff. He wouldn't even know until it's too late. Until that divorce comes, she taking half.
So I got words to mama. You got words to mama. You have words.
That's a bite mark. So we know. Ow! Yo, what is wrong with this dude? Stop, please. I don't want to die right now. Zoe, you about to do what the fuck?
Him here, right? Then.
Yo. Oh God, you. Oh God. Let me kiss you. Oh God, I'm about to rock. Oh, I'm about to rock.
Hi. The whole.
Oh my God, what the fuck? For that part right there, I would not. I'll be more than glad to blow up and never put in anything.
What about I'm the yo? Get out, pull him. Not Talib, not for real.
Stop. That hurt. What is wrong with you?
And I do go.
Oh my God, that hurt. It really hurt.
I don't care. You fucking with me.
No, like I can barely move my foot. That hurt. That really hurt.
And
No,
that's
he did
what
not.
makes her both loved and hated. That love and hate Zoe's known for. It's taken her a long way, but not all the way to Streamer University. Now, depending on when you're watching this, Streamer University is either just starting or already going viral. It's this new project Kai Cenat's putting together, a program meant to help up-and-coming streamers blow up, or at least give them the tools to level up their content. Think of it like a streamer boot camp meets college campus, with big names involved, smaller creators trying to make it, and cameras rolling the
Shouts to Kai Cenat for that shit.
whole time. The hype is real, and so is the controversy. Some people are calling it an HBCU-style creator school with critiques of lack of diversity in the picks. But as everybody knows, it's Kai's events. He's the one funding it and planning it, picking the names. Whether you like his choices or not, it's his rules, and that leads to the part people can't stop talking about.
Read between the lines. No, listen. It started here, September 24th in Atlanta. I ain't never say nothing, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm not holding this against you. I'm not putting it past you because I know who you are as a person. September 24th, Drewski show. I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. Nigga, I dead ass for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed, like felt embarrassed.
This was the event Kai Cenat was talking about. Drewski's Could Have Been Fest, where Zoe was acting all sorts of crazy. This is the event where I showed you the clip earlier of Zoe biting Duke Dennis, and then of course the clip that Kai is talking about.
Don't put on this.
I'm not gonna spill nothing on you, my nigga. I just don't like the fact that your man's is spilling shit on me. You got niggas spilling shit on me. You not protecting me. You're not doing shit, bro.
He spilled it on you?
He spilling on me. You're not doing nothing.
I just came.
Yo, that's real nigga shit, bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum ass nigga.
Hey, don't talk to my dog like
Fuck
that.
you, nigga.
I literally just got here.
Fuck you talking about?
Whoa.
Who you? Nigga.
He's crazy, bro.
Did you call me?
She deserved it though. I don't condone it, but the behavior this woman has displayed, a complete lack of regard to her friends, yeah. But she was already wilding. Did you hear what she said before that?
Pull up with nothing. You a bum ass nigga.
Bum ass nigga, for real? And this is the person that's supposed to be your friend in front of all these people that are gonna blog it and clip it.
Hey, don't talk to my dog like that.
Fuck you, nigga.
See, fuck you, nigga. Some more clip, another clip for everybody to feed off of. Look at how everybody's swarming with cameras, and that's supposed to be your people's.
Just got here.
Fuck you talking about?
Whoa.
It was only fair.
Who you? Nigga.
He's crazy, bro.
Did you call me?
At least he apologized. She never apologized. She called him a bitch ass nigga. She told that nigga fuck you, and she never apologized.
No.
It was a prank. I saw Twitch shit.
Bro, because you be wilding on me.
You call me a.
So now she's about to drag it. And this is the point where she definitely seals her fate. She could have let it go and just let it rock, but now she's gonna drag it so far that I don't know why she keeps wondering why she wasn't in Streamer University. Because this is the type of shit she would have done to you if you was trying to be the dean and set some kind of order, get people to follow the rules. You can't have people follow the rules if you got somebody that like Zoe, who's your friend, telling everybody to do the opposite.
You call me a bitch?
Yo, help, Ben.
Bro, y'all are aggressive.
No, Ben, fuck you, Ben. You call me a bitch,
See, she's still dragging it.
nigga?
This is something that could happen like off camera, on the side. Yo, I can't believe you called me a bitch. Right? But no. You would think if you walked into this room that girl doesn't know that guy. Yeah. She's there because of him, because that's a Drewski event.
You calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfucking people, nigga?
Hey, cut it.
Fuck Cuddy.
See? See how disrespectful she is?
Nigga, fuck you.
See what I'm saying? These are the actions that people be thinking is trolling and whatever the fuck you want to call it. But what it really is disrespectful. And when you disrespect certain kind of people, like me, I'm the type of person, you disrespect me a certain kind of way, I'm obsessive compulsive. I'll keep repeating it in my head. And I won't be your friend ever again. Believe me.
Nigga, I'm embarrassed you, nigga. You calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfuckers?
See? Now she's trying to show off because dragging her was not enough. Now she wants to show off. I'm going to embarrass you. And then she's wondering why she wasn't in Streamer University. Why would you want to be? Right? He's a bitch ass nigga. Let's not forget that part. He is fuck you. And he's a nigga that you would embarrass. So I don't know why she was so excited to want to be part of something from a bitch ass nigga. In her words. No disrespect to Kai.
Fuckers?
Yo, it's quiet.
I don't give a fuck if it's quiet. Fuck, I don't even see nobody, nigga. You calling me a bitch? Fuck is you talking about? Call me a bitch on all these motherfuckers.
See what I'm saying? And now the crowd got bigger. Look at all these cameras. I want you to know, Zoe, if you ever catch my stream, all of that you're doing, imagine if somebody did that shit to you and called you a stupid bitch, and then you fell to the couch, and then they're pressing you like, oh, go ahead, say it again. Say it again. And that's also the same person who took you to the venue. How how corny does it look when the people from the same team are doing this to each other? In my team, we don't do that. In my team, we don't go against each other in front of people.
Zoe, relax.
If niggas got a problem, niggas just pull each other to the side and talk.
Yeah, everybody's watching. I don't see nobody. Only see you calling me a bitch, nigga. If I fucking bite you.
That's crazy because he even warns her like, yo, everybody's watching.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. Yo. Yeah, I locked in. I locked in. That's mine.
What's that?
You be safe.
You out? Stop biting me, bro. You fucking dog. If y'all see that clip, like at one point I told her to chill because, like, bro, there was like a lot of going on. But you know, Zoe is like very, you know, she's very outgoing, she's very positive. That's her shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put that past her. But right there, something fell off. But like I didn't put that past her. I'm like, okay, then it's none of my business. It's none of my business. This is how I'm looking at it, right? It's none of my business. Something happened with Zoe and the bros. That shit happened that behind the scenes. That was some type of weird shit going on. That's never been on the internet. None of that. And there's no reason for me to talk because you feel what I'm saying? That's their business. And I'm not gonna speak on that a few months ago. So now Zoe. Last time I seen Zoe was in September. Anything that I seen with Zoe was clips online. I need y'all to really do y'all research on a lot of shit. The shit that Zoe would say online, I would think she don't even fuck with me. I'm telling you, gang.
And yeah, she didn't take it lightly. She went live, she got emotional, and she told her side.
It's not about not getting in. And I hope that people don't think I'm some pussy like, oh, this mad because she didn't get in. And it's not that. It feels so like it's when it feels personal, you know, like it's when you want to hurt somebody or you just try. Like it's different when it's like, you know, it's like handpicked and it's just so spiteful. That's how I feel. When I saw Zeddy up there, and Zeddy's not a streamer, Zeddy streams with me, and then he just, you know, he streams with people when they call him. That's when I knew, like, damn, I don't know what I did, y'all. Maybe I just don't deserve to be there. So to get my name blocked in the chat, niggas can't even say my name. Like, what did I don't know? I know sometimes I could be slick, right? Sometimes. Or some shit could go misconstrued or whatever, but I don't harshly say things like to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Like I don't do shit like that. Like, so appreciative of anything. I always thank people and I always been so appreciative of everything. Literally, very appreciative person. I don't understand why people just love to see when people are just down. They rather keep and rather keep because it doesn't make any sense. It's not fair.
Now, people online are split. Some people think Zoe should have been accepted, and after all, she and Kaya had history. They've streamed together, made viral clips, and brought a lot of energy to each other's content. Others say Kaya has the right to leave her off, but by then it's too late. The damage is done. The public already saw it. They already had their opinions, and man, it only got worse. Solomonati sees the clip and gives his thoughts. Now, before I show the clip, if you don't know who Solomonati is, he's one of the OGs, like a real pioneer in this string space. Without Solomonati, without people like Cash Nasty, Flight, and early day streamers, there would be no Kai Cenat, no Your Rage, no Boost Drop 'em Off, and by extension, no Zoe Spencer either. Like the butterfly effect is crazy. Without Solomonati and all these other creators, a lot of these streamers, you know, like anyway, that's a video for another time. But for now, just know Solomonati's words carry weight. And when he saw Zoe's situation, he spoke on it.
So you didn't make it, and now you throwing a nigga named Zeddy under the bus because he's not a streamer? Maybe they see the potential in him. Like, no hate towards whoever this girl is.
That's a fact, Chad. Never hate on anybody coming up because that's like the Kanye shit we just finished seeing, that he was hating on Virgil Abloh because Louis Vuitton chose him. Like, listen, man, you can't be mad that somebody else got what you wanted.
No way you got your ass on and cried because you didn't make a university, bro. You a grown-ass woman. Like, this is a grown woman. And I seen what you be doing, that masculine. You the type of, bro.
Right? That's crazy because she always giving off that masculine energy. Like, whoa, I'll beat you up. Say it again. What you said about me? And then she over here crying like all feminine about it.
That masculine ass shit you be doing, you the type of bitch that'll bite a nigga dick while you sucking it. Like, we can't trust you. I wouldn't put you
No, he didn't, Chad. Oh, he violated her.
on at all. Cut that masculine shit out and maybe you might get more opportunities. Nobody want to be around a masculine ass girl, even if it's fake. My baby, simple. Simple. Girl, whoever you are, your name Zoe.
Nobody want to be around somebody just acting.
Zoe Spencer. Maybe you should just focus on becoming a better creator, because the masculine shit that you doing, no nigga want to be around that. And I wouldn't even bring you around nobody. After a while, you would just become annoying.
That's what I was saying, Chad. That energy that she think that she's going viral with, that shit is corny, like hurting people and biting people and being, nah, come on. For real, Chad?
Seriously, and that's probably what Kai see. Maybe you just an annoying ass female. It ain't even got to be nothing deeper. You don't have to come, I don't know why. Just take a look back at your track record and look at what you was doing. You trying to emasculate niggas with that personality you have.
Zoe, of course, sees this on stream, and at first she's reacting in real time. And you know how Twitter clippers get. They grab the juiciest part of the clip, they probably take it out of context, throw it in the timeline. Why? Because it's viral bait. It gets clicks, it feeds the algorithm, it makes them money. And that's exactly what happened. One of those clips got to Zoe, she sees it, and she flips and crashes out.
Oh my God, child, we're about to see her crash out over something. I think crashing out is the last thing that she should do, because she's known to be the crash out. And this moment is the moment that she needs to prove why she should be in the streaming university.
Who's Sally Illuminati? Who is the Sally Illuminati? Who's the Sally Illuminati? Who's the Sally Illuminati? Yeah, Sally Illuminati, suck my dick, because you're a grown-ass man talking about a grown-ass bitch, right? How about you get a life, you owe? Suck my dick. You're on my I don't give a fuck. Are you going, you gay ass nigga? Suck my dick. I don't give a no. Some fucking black nigga named Sally.
And then you wonder why she's not in streamer university. I don't think this is a personality right here that's missing there.
Money, name is stupid as fuck. Gonna talking about me and talking shit. If you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing nice.
I don't got nothing bad or good to say. I'm just saying this is why.
Say, hey, Sally Money, do you have anybody saying hi to you? You hating ass. How about that? Fucked up the wrong. Now I'm not gonna stop. Stream. I will call you a bitch ass nigga. I don't even know you until now. I don't even know who the fuck you are. Hi, how you feeling, my heart? I don't even know who the.
Oh my God. She really got butthurt over that. And the worst part of it all, Chad, is that the guy's just trying to explain to her exactly what got her out, but her ego doesn't let her see that, you know, it's okay to be ragey. It's okay to be wild. It's okay. All that shit, be yourself. But there's a time and place for everything.
You were until now. You boring bitch. You're mad because you're a boring bitch. I'm crashing out on fucking stupid ass. You have a dumb ass username. Your name is, hold on, Mike. Your name is dumb.
See, she's just a, overall, she's just, you know, you just got to get out the way.
And you're a pussy, and you're a bitch. Fucking lame. You look fucking lame. You're lame. Oh my God, you're fucking ugly, nigga. Are you dumb? You have a USA outfit on. Fucking July 4th ass. Hold on. Like, are you kidding me right now? I can't believe I'm.
And the craziest shit, she's so pretty, guys. If she played her cards right, and I'm not telling you to like, oh, like she should be acting sexy. Like, she already a sexy girl. Like, she just need to play the role she has been given rather than the role that she wants to play. I don't know if it makes sense, Jack. I swear it would work for her, man. She got the image. It's just when she does all that spontaneous combustion shit.
Even giving you the time. You have 2019 videos up here. You trying to show that you pulled numbers before. You're showing from 2019. Show now. 2020 was the last post.
Oh shit. She went through that nigga history. So Illuminati. She just made you famous, nigga.
Bum. You're bum, and you have on a weak ass outfit. He's a broke ass home. He's a broke ass.
Oh my gosh, she got the whole team chiming in. She got the little Asian girl. She got, I think it might be her cousin on the side with the Playboy shirt. She got the whole family involved. Yes. That's the other one on the side. It's like, what up? Yo, they wild and chat. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. They fun girls, yo. When they be like that with all that energy, they fun, bro. I'll hang out with them. But Streamer University, I think that they would turn it into a baddie situation.
You have on a weak ass outfit. He's a broke ass hoe. He's a broke ass y'all, your dog.
What you said about the dog?
He's a broke ass hoe. He's a broke ass y'all, your dog.
And she said, fuck your mother. Damn, so Illuminati, you got all those girls mad in one shot, bro.
Should I let her live tomorrow or say goodbye? You tell me. Put it in the chat. Let her live or say goodbye. Whoop. Zoe, your time has come.
Now, Ashley, money? Huh? You say goodbye to your dog, nigga. Cause you're talking about my time has come, nigga. You think you're God? You think you God?
Yo, this is getting a real out of control, child. Holy fucking shit. Look at her face. Yo, guys, whenever you see a woman that mad right there, just be afraid. You see how the kid next to her is like he's scared.
Oh, you think that you're God?
She even shut whoever the fuck was up with the backhand. Bro. I think we stirred the bee's nest.
That's what's going on. Say goodbye to your dog.
Real shit.
Oh my God, yo.
Next, tell that nigga to say goodbye to his dog. First of all, he's bigger than me. He's not bigger than the program. Who gives I can say what I want. He said something first. He said, no disrespect to this girl, but why the f is you crying on there? How you say no disrespect to me?
Yo, she is mad pretty though. I ain't gonna lie, chat.
And they call me a I'm confused. It's okay to just disrespect. I'm gonna go wash my solid money. Go wash your
Hi, Zoe. Hi. It ain't really no way out of this one. This shit is live too. That's tough. Now, for some of y'all that don't know, Kai CNET dropped the whole Streamer University. And I start coming across clips of this Zoe girl. I'm gonna call her Zoe Plant, the dick eater. She's a dick eater and I can prove it. I'm going to prove to you why I called her a dick eater. It comes from a deeper place. I told y'all, she the type of girl that'll bite you if she's sucking it. You know, a girl just tell you to sit back and just relax. With her, you gotta be like these. You gotta just keep your vision on it. But listen, I want y'all to know this. No hate to you, Zoe. I just want to teach you a lesson. Now, Zoe came out crying to the world, painting the picture that Kai was a bad person. Painting the picture, telling people why she feel like this, she feel like that. She started throwing people under the bus who got a big opportunity, talking about, he's not even a streamer. She was doing all type of different shit. And she didn't understand. She didn't understand why Kai didn't want her around. So she started pointing fingers at everything. So she painted this picture. Now niggas getting bashed. She throwing other people under the bus, all type of shit. Now I didn't know who she was, so I had to do my research. I does my research and all she does is emasculate niggas. Bro, I don't know who the fuck this girl, where she came from. I don't know how long she been streaming. Where did she come from? Every male that's a part of her stream, she humiliate them. Why you can't just sit and just have fun with niggas? Every person that stream with her feel like they going up under a humiliation ritual. Seriously, she putting humiliation rituals on everybody. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. Now let me tell y'all something.
Oh my God. Punches have been thrown, Papa. Punches have been thrown. He says, hey. He says, Zoe the D eater. Yo, I ain't even gonna repeat it. I'm not getting in trouble. I didn't say it. He said it. That's crazy. Chat.
Why I call her. This is why I said she the type of female that will literally bite your dick. A lot of y'all haven't seen what the fuck I seen.
Wow.
That's why I start going and do my research, because I'm like, damn, she lit. She look like she got potential. What do she really be doing?
From here, Solo Illuminati starts going through clips and starts really analyzing her. And it just gets, just watch this.
I honestly think you deserve a chance in the streamer university. You have to kill your image. You got to get rid of that plant energy. Do content with a man without making him feel uncomfortable. She bit the nigga Duke. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
We
Is that
see
the only
your
content you
personality,
have?
this masculine ass, fake ass energy. This is why you're not in the streamer university. Why did you bite him? Why? Notice how she look at the chat reaction. She gotta make sure people laughing. She gotta look at her looking at the chat reaction. She like these. Look at her. As soon as she do something, she bite the next nigga. She infecting every fucking body. Bro, don't let it be an outbreak and she get bit. We fucked. If it's a look, he's showing this bite mark. It gets even worse. Not only do she bite niggas, she farts. My nigga, she's a farter. This bitch stink. She stink. Not only do she bite niggas, but you fart live on nigga streams. Bro,
crazy.
Zoe Plant, this is why you didn't make the university. Look at her trying to fart. This bitch is a fart bag, bruh. And then you don't know how to read energy. You are a fucking bot. You don't know how to read energy? Like, I could walk in your house and know it was just an argument. I could feel the bad energy everywhere I go. She don't know how to read energy when enough is enough. Look at my nigga just looking at you like, bruh, why am I even collabing with you? And I bet you ain't never getting one with him again. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. I really think they should give you an opportunity at Streamer University. But you have to prove to all of us that you're not a plant. Don't humiliate anybody you're around. Don't make them feel uncomfortable. If you can do that, I feel like you deserve a chance. Prove to us. I feel like you should have a chance. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. Say goodbye. I'm done with you.
I don't want no problems.
I want problems. I want problems. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. Stop talking like that. We don't give a fuck who you is. Stop talking like that. Pull up. Drop low. Drop low, gang. Drop low. Drop low.
No, wait. No.
No, you come.
Listen, we could.
You come. You saying you tough. Come.
Listen, we could talk about this.
Really? No, it's not. It's not. It's that not. It's not that.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
It's not that.
That's crazy. They're gonna leak their
It's not that.
info.
It's not that.
That's not.
That's dead not low.
Wait, it's that not it.
That's not low. That's not low.
DJ Academics offered a different take on this situation.
There's men bringing her around. I'm sorry. You can't, she's not forcing her way into these content. I never knew who this person was if I didn't know about the realm and the world of, like, you know, some of Kai's affiliates. They bring her into this world. Why the fuck y'all bringing a masculine woman into this world of streaming that really only appreciate dudes and then get upset if she punks y'all? That's her job, to punk y'all niggas. Her job is to emasculate you in every shape, way, and form. That's usually part of the joke. There is no place really in society for masculine. None. There's really no place. But if y'all gonna play the stupid games, you're gonna get some stupid results. Chat, she didn't bulldoze her way onto her stream. I didn't know who she, I heard of the name before. Nigga, she showed up to my birthday party. I didn't know who she was. Again, no disrespect to her. I'm not trying to, like, she came with Kyle Rich, and I'm not saying she was invited because Kyle was my guest. The point is this: I'm not knowledgeable of what she does. I'm not that knowledgeable. But I'm not gonna just, not because we fuck with Kai and we love Kai. But while I agree with Kai feeling disrespected, the blame can't just only be on her. Y'all be bringing this butch, aggressive acting chick around and get mad when she don't turn off her butch, aggressive acting self. I wouldn't bring Krishawn Rock around a family barbecue unless I want to goddamn fight. Krishawn Rock, you know, this is a Krishawn Rock archetype. Don't bring her around if you don't want bottles breaking, fights, arguments. They only do one thing. I'm sorry. As soon as she come in the room, y'all be like, yeah, somebody get her. We know what she gonna do.
There's consequences to everything you do. So these are the consequences to what she been doing or how she been acting on the internet.
That is
However,
so true.
Still, just a human in me is just like, damn, I hope she's straight. You feel me? She gonna be good though. She gonna bounce back. from this whole thing. Hopefully she continue to be successful. She learned from everything she going through right now. You know what I'm saying? I understand both sides and shit, bro, because God damn, this nigga so is fucking ruthless as a motherfucker.
Nah, Chad, what she does, I don't think it's acceptable.
That's one thing you gotta add into
There's
this as well.
there's
She
humor
don't
and
know
then there's
so like
disrespectful.
you know what I'm saying? She wasn't here in them days right there where say goodbye. She had no clue.
Moments like that, not knowing when to chill. And honestly, they kind of have a point. It's situations like this, reacting emotionally, saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, that turned minor drama into full-blown controversy. Now she's battling with Salumani, or however she says it. And all of it is built up to make Zoe Spencer one of the most hated female streamers online right now. Now, of course, she still has fans, she still has her core audience, but once again, this highlights a bigger issue for women in streaming. It's a brutal space. No matter what you do, no matter how talented or entertaining you are, if you're a woman in this game, you're going to get critiqued to the bone, sadly. So if you're an aspiring content creator, especially a woman, look at this whole situation as a lesson. Be smart and move tack. Because, man, with this streamer stuff, man, you can fall off, and it just takes one stream to get your ass packed, man. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, Zoe Spencer, y'all.
I don't know, chat. You tell me your thoughts on that. Drop it in the comment box. We're gonna have to just take it for what it is. And then we just gonna have to move on, chat. So guys, you already know. Let me know what you think. Drop a like in the comment box. It's been a great episode. Your boy Chi from the Chi Challenge. And you already know. If you like what you see, smash the like and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification, guys. And I'll have a new episode for you coming right up soon enough. And thank you so much for the support. And remember, namaste. And remember that karma only works one way. Whatever you do will come back to you. Peace.